whether it's the regular TV show or the movie episodes or anything like that, Dragon Ball Z franchise has seen its share of interesting and amazing villains. And I'm here to count down my personal top 10. You're gonna see some faces that you probably wouldn't expect on a top 10 villains list. But here we go. Starting with the first familiar face is Piccolo. A lot of people tend to forget, but the very angry green slug man, despite being such a good guy now, at one point was Goku's second most powerful enemy. As a kid, he fought King Piccolo. After defeating King Piccolo regurgitated an egg that became the Piccolo that we know right now. And at first, they were enemies and literally had an entire battle together against each other. And yeah, I'm putting him at my number 10 because he was probably a very complex character and was one to actually get more of a what is it that I'm thinking of? More of a character development situation. Now, next up, we have Janemba. I honestly enjoyed this character in that movie. He was sinister and evil, and it made sense. He was literally born of hell. And of course, even though he was powerful, he was no match for Gogeta. But that's okay. Yep, number 8. He's way down here. There's a reason for this. I told you, this is my personal top 10. And number 8 is 100% Frieza. And my meaning and reasoning for this is simple. They keep bringing him back. They keep overly using him. And they keep just pushing for Frieza. Yes, Frieza was a cool character for his time. But and yes, he is evil. Yes, he is pure evil. He is awful. But I feel like anybody else, they could have brought back Cell for the Tournament of Power. They could have maybe, found Oob. If Oob was old enough, regardless of what the situation. Frieza, I cannot deny, is an amazing villain in the Namek Saga. He was exactly what people expected him to be. And his cowardness is hilarious. Anyway, moving on to number 7. His brother, Cooler, who, unironically, is cooler than Frieza. I don't care what any of you say. Cooler's look is better. His final form is so cool. And to even make things worse for his younger brother Frieza, he then becomes a metallic metal cooler version of himself, strong enough to take out Goku and Vegeta. Yeah, I'm gonna put him up there. Yep. That is my number 7, I believe. Number 6 is Wait, you're not the right one. There we go. Number 6 is the original Broly. From the terrible, fearful transformation to him literally grabbing Goku by the face Goku asking for a handicap, and him responding with, "Is that another word for coffin?" Things like that. He wasn't just out of control. He was out of control and meant to be evil. He was evil on purpose. Now, number 5, I'm giving to Kid Buu. Kid Buu was probably their biggest challenge. And I think what makes him scary is that he was so childish. He was just, there was nothing more than he was just a literal ball of evil. There was nothing more. I mean, look at that. Who does that but something that's just pure evil? He's just completely enjoying it as well. But yeah, he was just so childish. He had no mindset. He had no morals. He had barely any motor skills. But he was pure evil, and I have to give them props for creating this character. At number 4, I'm going to give to the androids. I'm going to give them a joint spot. The reason being is because they literally were created, and brought here to kill Goku. And when there was no Goku, they killed everyone else. However, in our timeline, things went completely different. And they end up not only saving a lot of people, but saving the world in the Tournament of Power. That's why they get number 4. They were terrible, but they really, really changed with the character development. I love characters with character development. All right. Number 3, I've got to give it to Cell. This character probably has one of the best sagas. Whether it's the fact that he can do all the other characters' movements, or just the fact that he was just so damn perfect. And he looked perfect. And he thought he was perfect. And he was cocky. And he was boastful. And he just knew that he was the best. And then completely torn down by Gohan. Whether or not you like this character, you cannot tell me you do not like the development in this saga. Cell was an amazing choice. By far, way better than Frieza. However, what do you get when you take anime's golden child, anime's main face, and you give him a makeover and make him evil? You get my favorite villain who stayed a villain, Goku Black. Whoever thought of this was a genius. I'm sorry. A lot of people think that this is a trash character. So many people hate Goku Black. I don't see the hatred. He gives a sinister feel to Goku that you would never see come from Goku. And that's why I love him so much. It's like he's like the exact opposite of Goku. And it's just so amazing and refreshing to see such a threatening and evil character. Even though he takes such a light color with his Super Saiyan transformation, it still felt really good to see somebody that powerful with the golden child's face. It's like seeing an evil Superman. It's just refreshing and just good. Now, that was number 2. Now I'm going to do some honorable mentions, and then we will hit you with that number 1. So the first honorable mention is Super Baby Vegeta. I don't care what anybody says. I love GT. I love the concept and thought of Super Saiyan 4. I love all of that. And I loved Baby Vegeta the most. He was the best villain in the whole franchise. He was great. And he brought us Super Saiyan 4, and that just makes him better. Man, that was a yawn, and I'm so tired. Oh my gosh, it's 3:30 a.m. Bojack with the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan thing right after the Cell games. That's a good character. That was a good choice there. I did enjoy that movie. I did enjoy that villain. I did enjoy this character. Garlic Jr., I'm sorry, but that was a good character. And he really did get the short end of the stick. He didn't even get to fight Goku again. I would have loved to see him fight Goku and Goku have the same kind of situation that he had with Cooler, where he starts out in base form and still can't beat Garlic Jr. and ends up having to turn Super Saiyan to beat Garlic Jr. That would have been great to me. I would have loved that. And obviously, with the Nut Punch, I've got to give an honorable mention to Android 13. That was a good movie. He was a good character. I like that choice. And the final, well, no, not the final one. I always forget about Android 21. Android 21 in that game, that was a good choice. I enjoyed that character as well. I've never played the game. I have played the game. I didn't play the game, like the story or anything. And I I think I think it's a good game. A good character. I think she's a good character. It's a good game, yeah. It's definitely a good game. But I think the inclusion and creation of her was a smart move. This is the final honorable mention. Morrow. The fact that he has magic that takes away Super Saiyan and God, Super Saiyan God and all that, yeah, he deserves a spot somewhere. But we don't know enough information about him in order for him to get a top 10 on my list. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you know who is number one. Before he was a father, before he was the savior of the universe along with Goku, before he fused with Goku, Vegeta came to Earth in order to destroy Earth after achieving its Dragon Balls. Now, Vegeta came, he tried to conquer, but was stopped by Goku. Did not go well at all. Yes, as cocky and powerful as Vegeta was, he was not strong enough to defeat Goku. And that started his character development to the point where he became a father and he started to call Earth his home. And to be honest, that is a much better story than anything about Dragon Ball Z. That is my favorite character developing story. With that being said, at one point he did give in to the evil and become Majin Vegeta and ended up trying to beat Goku again, but ended up sacrificing himself for everyone else. That, ladies and gentlemen, is my top 10 DBZ villains as promised. My next video like this, I do not know what I'm going to pick, what I'm going to choose, but whatever it is, you guys will know about it, you will hear about it, and you will be the ones to choose. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.